Malik Turner had been waiting all week for his brand new sneakers to arrive. Not just any pair, the limited edition ones he'd been saving for. Delivery day finally hit, and like always, he was stuck at work. No big deal, right? Packages were always dropped neatly on his porch. But when he pulled into his driveway that evening, something felt off. Too quiet, too clean. His porch was empty. He searched every corner, behind the chair, near the mat, even under the bushes. Nothing. Weird coincidence? Or was someone watching him? When the delivery photo showed his sneakers sitting proudly on that same porch just hours earlier, Malik felt the blood rush to his face. Someone had swiped them, and around here, in this perfect HOA suburb, people didn't exactly see him as the victim. Was it just theft or a message? Neighbors glanced from behind curtains while pretending to water their lawns. Malik could almost hear their whispers. Did he even order them? They really his. He'd lived there 2 years, paid his dues, waved first every morning, and still felt like a guest in his own street. He tried to shake it off. Maybe it was random. But when another package disappeared weeks later, this time a birthday gift for his nephew, Malik knew better. Someone wasn't just stealing from him. Someone was targeting him. And he was done playing polite. Before we go any further, comment where in the world you're watching from, and make sure to subscribe because tomorrow's story, oh, that one's pure chaos. You don't want to miss it. Malik wasn't about to let it slide. 2 missing deliveries in the safe, family-friendly neighborhood? Please. He decided to pay a visit to the self-appointed guardian of suburbia, Karen, the HOA president. She loved reminding everyone about community standards. She never really liked Malik from the first day he moved in, unnecessary fines, anything, so he'd feel uncomfortable, and somehow her smile never reached her eyes. When she opened the door, arms crossed, looking at Malik with disgust in her eyes and chin tilted high, Malik explained what had been happening. She nodded politely, but her tone carried that sugary sting. Oh dear. Are you sure the driver didn't misplace it? These things happen, especially when addresses get mixed up. Mixed up? Really? Malik caught the pause before she said, in your area. And just when he thought this couldn't get more awkward, her teenage son strolled through the living room, wearing Malik's exact limited edition sneakers. Coincidence? Or confession? Malik froze, forcing a calm smile. No proof yet, just suspicion and a sick twist in his gut. He thanked her for her help and walked home. But that image, the sneakers gleaming on her kid's feet, replayed like a warning siren. That night, he made a decision. If they wanted to play games, he'd bring receipts. He ordered discreet cameras, the kind you'd never notice unless you knew where to look. One behind a plant, another under the porch light. His silent witnesses ready to catch whoever thought they could outsmart him. Would the truth finally show up on camera? Or would this neighborhood find a new way to protect its own? 2 days later, Malik's plan was set. He ordered a small package, just a phone charger and some cheap headphones. Nothing fancy, just bait. He kept the live camera feed open at work, phone propped against his coffee mug. Hours passed, no movement, no suspicious neighbors just walking their dogs. Then suddenly, there she was. Karen, the same woman who'd looked him in the eye days ago, pretending to sympathize, now strutted right up to his porch like she owned the place. She glanced around, leaned down, and swiped the box. Quick, casual, practiced. Did she really just steal from the man she lectured about neighborhood honesty? Malik's jaw clenched, but behind the anger was satisfaction. He had her, literally caught in 4K. No excuses, no HOA spin. The queen of community standards had just crowned herself Porch Pirate of the Year. That night, Malik watched the footage over and over. Each replay only made the truth louder. This wasn't about packages anymore. This was about control, about reminding him who belonged and who didn't. But Karen had picked the wrong target. Malik wasn't just going to expose her, he was going to make sure the whole neighborhood saw exactly who she really was. If she wanted a show, he'd give her a front row seat to her own downfall. Malik spent the next night in his garage like a man on a mission. Boxes, tools, coffee, and one very specific goal: make Karen regret every stolen package. He built what looked like a normal delivery box, neat tape, realistic weight, but inside waited his masterpiece: spring-loaded glitter, a stink spray, and bright green dye. The next afternoon, he placed it squarely on his porch, camera rolling, live feed open. Minutes crawled by. Then there she was again, marching across his lawn with that same self-righteous strut. She looked both ways, bent down, and snatch. Would she ever learn? Malik smirked as he watched her disappear back home. Seconds later, the feed erupted. Boom! Glitter exploded like a fireworks show, coating her face, hair, and clothes. Then came the stink spray, instant skunk nightmare, followed by the dye that splattered her hands neon green. Karen stumbled out screaming, shining under the sun like a radioactive disco ball while half the neighborhood filmed from their porches. So much for keeping the HOA clean. That evening, Malik clipped the footage and sent it to the board with one simple line: "Here's your president, keeping the neighborhood safe." By the next meeting, her crown had fallen. The board forced her to pay Malik double for every stolen item and stripped her of her title. Weeks later, the green stain still lingered, a permanent reminder that justice sometimes sparkles. Malik walked past her house one last time, nodded, and smiled. The air finally felt lighter. If you've ever had a neighbor like this, hit that like button and share this story, because some lessons, especially in the suburbs, only shine when they're caught on camera. This is Voices Unchained, where every voice gets its justice.